What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I have a pretty fun and pretty different video coming at you guys today from what I usually do out here. As you can see by the title, definitely a little bit on the stranger side, but I think this is going to be a pretty fun video for a multitude of reasons. But what we're doing today is basically seeing how many swings it takes with the driver to crack a brand new Callaway Supersoft ball. These are the greenish matte finish ones that I really like. I play out here with both these. I started with these Supersofts. I actually found one of these matte, or I found a couple of these matte Supersofts on course, and I actually found some super fasts on course too. I bought a few boxes or cases of these just because they were 2021 model or balls, so just in case I really liked them, which I do, I wanted to be able to have some just in case they stop making them. For me, the super fast balls, a little bit firmer, a little bit higher compression, are better suited for me. So first and foremost, before we get into it, I do want to shout out Punch Greens Golf for the idea of this video. Basically, this came to be because I got a new driver in the bag, the TaylorMade Sim 2 driver, which that video I just recorded before this. I hit 12 driver swings. So go check out that video. I wanted to record that first before I go and do this video with the new driver, so you guys kind of had an idea what we're doing. But basically this came to be because I was out here dialing in my driver, trying to get the best shaft in it and try to dial in some consistency and whatnot, just getting a better feel for it. And with the colder weather out here, it's 44 degrees currently today, which oddly enough is still pretty cold, obviously, by the way I'm dressed. But yesterday morning it was close to 10 below zero when I woke up, and throughout the day it only got up to single digits. So 44 degrees, still pretty cold out here, but compared to, you know, sub-zero temperatures or in the single digits, it's actually not too bad comparatively. But again, came to be because I was out here. I was sick for the past week, but before that, hitting hundreds of driver shots, and I cracked a good amount of balls out here. I think I'm up to 11 balls that I've split in half hitting out here. So Punch Greens and BA thought that was kind of funny, and Punch Greens actually had the idea of doing a video of how long it would actually take me with a brand new ball to split one in half. So that's what we're going to do. And like I mentioned, I usually use the super fast. I still really like these balls, but I know they're not really suited for my game. From what I could tell in the research I did before this, these super soft balls have a compression of 38, right around 38, which is either the lowest compression golf ball on the market or one of the lowest. So usually suited for slower swing speed players. I'm no Bryson DeChambeau, but for my game, I'm better suited for a higher compression ball. I'll get better results, better distance, and a lot more longevity. So I know before we get started that these balls, this isn't exactly a fair test, because it would be similar to, you know, like Bryson DeChambeau doing it. He probably split this in 2 swings. But when I compared it, and I was just curious, I looked up a Pro V1 and a Pro V1X. The compression of those balls, the Pro V1 has a compression of around 90, and a Pro V1X is a little bit higher with a compression around 100. So compared to 38, that's a good amount more, and that would probably take me, I would assume, just rough math, close to double the amount of swings, if not closer to triple, with those balls compared to these. So not exactly the fairest test, but I figured it'd be fun, and because the driver's still new to me, worst case scenario, even if this takes me forever, I get a good amount of practice with my driver. So what I have is, again, a brand new sleeve of these. I'm going to take them out. I'm going to use one single ball. As you can see on the Garmin driving range here, I have it set to driver. I have the total distance, just so you guys can get an idea of how far some of these are going. I have the ball speed, and I also have the club speed. I have it zeroed out, brand new driving range session. So I'm going to try to see how many it'll take. And before we get into it, I want you guys to pause the video and put your guess down below how many driver swings it's going to take for me to crack one of these balls. My guess, if you come back here, my guess is going to be around 100. So we'll see. I'm going to hit pretty much as I can out here until my back really starts to hurt. But I'm either going to try to crack this under 100 in this one session, or around however many driver swings I take. If not, I'll keep track of all the shots I took and then come out here for the next time using the same exact ball and see what we get. So here we go. Brand new ball, TaylorMade Sim 2 driver with, it's an 8-degree driver head, turned up 2 degrees to 10 degrees, so a little bit higher, a little more draw based, or a lot draw based. Fujikura 73 gram stiff flex shaft. This is actually a 3-wood shaft, so it's about an inch shorter, a little more control and consistency from what I've seen compared to the Hazardous Smoke RDX Black extra stiff shaft I got with the driver when I bought it, using the rubber tees like you guys saw in that driver reveal video, and we'll see. So generally speaking, again, it's cold out here. I can probably expect maybe 5 degrees quick, or 5 mile an hour quicker on club speed when it's actual golf season, when I'm out here in shorts and a t-shirt in like 80-90 degree weather, maybe even closer to 10. But I'm expecting anywhere between 100 and 110 on the club speed. Ball speeds probably in like the 140s, 150s, mid 150s. I may get up towards 160 if I hit one good. I'm sure I'm going to get tired here, but I tried to purposely make that last video pretty short with only 12 driver swings so I can save a lot of them from here, and we're just going to see what I can do. Just going to keep hitting this ball over and over again until it cracks. What I've noticed on some of these balls is some of the dimples start to get a little funky when I start hitting them a good amount, and eventually, once I start seeing that, it's probably only a matter of 5 or less swings before the ball actually splits in half. It's not going to explode, but there's going to be, from what I've seen, a pretty big crack down the middle of it. So let's see. I really like these balls, so this is by no means a down, a negative, or a talking down on Callaway balls or Callaway equipment at all. Again, I know this ball isn't suited for me, and I buy them. I paid for all these balls. I really like them, so it's not like me trashing Callaway here, so please don't take it that way. But let's see what we can do. First driver swing. That's fitting. Right into the ground on the first one. And it survived. Not very good. That was so bad it didn't even pick up. So 144 ball speed, 104 on the swing speed there. That was pretty horrendous. Alright, that was the first actual swing. That was way left, but 263, 144, 104 again. I'm bundled up and it's cold out, but we'll see. I may end up doing 2 videos, or like 2 different versions of this video. Maybe I'll speed one up in the middle section. I'm probably not going to have a whole lot to say. Like maybe if you guys like it, I'll put out the full version. But if I'm out here for an hour or 2 hitting balls, this could be a pretty lengthy video. I may, thinking in my head, it'd be funny to do a fast forward version with almost like the Benny Hill song in the middle of me hitting ball after ball after ball. But basically this is just a driver session. That was better. That's gonna be a little bright, but 271 total, 145 ball speed, 104 swing speed. That one was left. No signs of cracking yet, but I don't expect that until at least 20, if not 50 shots. But 276 on that one. That was a little bit quicker. 105 on the club speed, 148. Again, that's total distance, not carry, so that's with the rollout. .107, 145. Obviously the ball speed has a lot to do with my strike location, which is anywhere but the middle of the club face most of the time. But I do really like this newer driver with the slightly shorter shaft. Certainly I can tell with, I think it's the twist face technology which does it, but obviously just 11-year new technology compared to my old driver. But definitely a lot more forgiving and better ball speeds. Feels like more pop when I actually hit one good. That was right, but that was a better launch on it. I'll step on one here, see if we can get a little closer to 110. Kind of swing out of my shoes on one. $109, $149. Starting to strain out the driver a little bit. I think I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I definitely mentioned it last time, but I've been sick for the past week because I think I've been out here in the cold weather. Definitely didn't help the old immune system, but I haven't swung driver, haven't come out here at all and hit any balls in a week. So that the first driver reveal video, I was kind of all over the place. That one, those last couple felt a little bit better dispersion wise. That was pretty straight from what I've been seeing with this with the driver. Pretty good distances and pretty good dispersion wise, not only with the driver head but also the switched out 3-wood shaft. Now I got stuck in the net. Still good, still looks like a brand new ball to me. But as you can imagine, one of the lowest, if not the lowest compression ball, swinging it at right around 105, 110, and 140, 150 miles an hour every single time. It's only a matter of time before this poor ball gives in. Didn't swing up enough on that one. I could feel I came kind of swung down on that one. That was right off the bottom of the club, pretty horrendous. That was probably generous. If that was this one, that might not have read, but that was, I don't think that was accurate if that's what changed. That was a horrendous swing. No shot that swing went 262. I don't think it changed though from the last one. Better strike there. 147, 105, 275 total. Pulled that left, but at least I'm finding something that resembles the middle of the club face. Love the way this driver sounds with the carbon, almost that dead sound when you hit one. 280 on that one. Felt a little bit quicker, but that was pretty offline. See if we can do one a little quicker again here. Low on the face. 109, but not very good. Goes to show you, strike location matters a lot. That was only 266 compared to a slower swing with better contact. Goes even further. Ball speed's still not too bad though, based on that horrendous strike. That one felt pretty good. A little bit of wear on a couple of these dimples. We're 14 shots in. Low on the club face off the heel. That's going to be off the planet left. Better swing there. And from what I've seen, I did some research after I cracked a good amount of these. I was just curious. I'm in some Garmin Facebook groups, and people said their thoughts are, some people were asking about why other people were asking why they thought their balls were cracking more often than they would see. Obviously, one, what you would expect is with the simulator compared to on course, there's a 99% chance that you'll lose the ball on course before you would ever use it enough to crack it. But two, their opinion and their theory was that hitting the ball into the net over and over again, it heats up the ball and it causes it to crack quicker. I would think because of the colder temperature being in the 40s out here, that would kind of counteract the heating up of the net catching the ball a little bit, but that's what their opinion was. Low on the club face and right. That was high on the club face and right. Gonna grab some Gatorade quick. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Doesn't matter how quickly I hit these shots that inevitably crack the ball. It's more so the number of the shots. So bear with me as I grab some Gatorade. 276 on that one. Again, like I mentioned in the beginning, shout out Punch Greens Golf. Go check out his channel. Really good Garmin YouTuber. He has an indoor setup. We recently played and edited and put out the on-course scramble we did together. Funny enough, we did some collaborations, home to hero matches, and then found out we actually live pretty close to each other, so we're able to meet up in real life and play. But go check out his channel. Appreciate the suggestion and the idea for the video. If any of you guys out there have any kind of similar ideas, kind of a little bit funky, crazy ideas for some of these videos I can do out here with the Garmin, please let me know in the comments. I'm open to anything that you guys would like to see. Slower on that one, at least it felt like, but a little bit better strike. Kind of what I've been seeing though, baseline numbers here, pretty much anywhere from 260 to 280, relatively straight, even though I'm not swinging it great with my swing currently, I mean strike location, etc. But this driver performing pretty well, decently high ball speeds, and anywhere from 260 to 280, so right around 270, 275, pretty straight with the combination of the shaft and the head and everything else. Not on that one. Not when you swing down on it and close the club face when you hit it. That was horrendous. That probably had like 150 yards of carry and rolled out for 100 yards on the ground. Better swing there. Still no real signs of anything wearing down or cracking yet. We're 22 shots in. Step on another one here. That one kind of hurt the back a little bit. I could feel that one. A little bit of a tweak there. I want to refrain. Not bad there though, 152 ball speed, 109 club, 287 total. I want to refrain from swinging like that every single time just for longevity's sake. Not only for this video, but just my back in general. So I'll probably sprinkle in some of those higher, faster swings here and there, but or just hit the ground. That was terrible. $144 yards, geez. better strike there. A little bit low on the launch, but 268, pretty much down the middle. We would live with that. I think that one turned over a little bit. That was right. It's funny, and all the other balls that I've cracked out here when I was doing my off-camera driver testing, I would just come out here and listen to music and swing and swing and swing with this driver, again, trying to get comfortable with it. I could tell it would sound, obviously, when the ball finally gives in and cracks, you can tell the sound difference and everything drops way off. So I would hit one like 230 and I'd be like, all right, well, I felt like I swung that one decent. I didn't have the speed numbers up. I was working more on club path and the dispersion. I would have that up, but it would be like a 230-yard drive, and I'd be like, oh, well, I hit that good, and then lo and behold, I would go and look, and the ball would be split down the middle. Not a great contact swing there. Thinking in my head as I was hitting that one, not sure why it took me. I was struggling trying to get out the words of talking down on Callaway about these balls. That was a brain fart moment there. Couldn't find the right word what I was talking about, but basically what I'm saying is I'm not trying to talk down and have anything negative to say about Callaway, because I do really like these balls. So it's not like the quality of these balls are terrible and I'm showing you how fast they get terrible. It's more so I'm just curious of a ball that's not exactly suited for me and my game, how long it holds up out here. Low launch on that one. Still looks pretty new though. I mean, if you guys would be playing this ball on course, it's a little dirty now from a couple of those I hit into the mulch, but no signs, no dimples that look any worse for the wear just yet. Another low launch. That one last one that got up to 109, I could feel my back tweak on that one. How it feels a little funny. I was trying not to do that, but maybe that means I need to step on another one again and crack my back into alignment. So let's try that. Not as quick as the other one, but should be faster. 105, not much. Luckily I came out here and it looks like my neighbor's not home, so if they were outside doing yard work, it'd probably be pretty annoying hearing me smash driver for an hour straight, but luckily they're not home, so. That was right. Now I'm not lining this ball up any particular way before I hit them. I'm just picking it up and putting it down. Obviously I would assume it would probably wear and crack quicker if I lined it up with, if I put like a dot on the ball and lined it up and hit the same exact spot over and over again, but that'd be kind of even more unfair than it already maybe is, but I'm not doing that, so. That was probably one of the slower ones yet. Grab some Gatorade again. I'll get my second and third wind here eventually. We'll see. Maybe I'm way off with my guess. So far, I'm at 34 swings with this ball. To be fair, the other ones that I did crack, they weren't brand new. I was using them out here for maybe a week or two before cracking them. But on a single day out here when I hit, I think it was like 350 shots, not all with driver, but I was hitting irons, doing some practice with my swing path and everything else. I brought 6 balls out. I think, I'll say maybe 4 out of the 6 were these super softs. Maybe the other 2 were super fast, but I cracked 5 out of the 6 balls I brought out here. So it's definitely inevitable. It will crack. Not sure how long it'll take, but I'm thinking right around 50 to 75. I'll start to see some wear on a couple dimples, and then from there, I'm still sticking with 100, but we'll see. And again, worst case scenario, this is just good driver swing practice, working on that consistency. Oh, that was low on the face again. Coming over the top and swinging down on it. Can't believe I hit that first one right into the ground. A little bit better there. Still a low launch, low on the club face. Alright, I don't know. I'm starting to see a little bit of wear here. I don't know if this is going to pick up on camera. Right on the other side of that C, I'll try to get it close. You can see maybe, I'm starting to see a little bit of like oxidation. It almost looks like some like whiteness coming through on some of those dimples. Usually I start to see that in a certain area, and then it starts to go downhill from there. Catching these all low on the face. Alright, let's swing at one and actually get it up in the air off the middle of the club face, get back towards that 280 number. A little bit better. That was actually high on the face, but .277. Better contact on that one. Left the club face open, but 274. Still going strong. Better swing on that one. That's kind of my swing I'm looking for on course. Eventually I ultimately want to play a little baby draw. That one faded, but I mean 275 essentially down the middle. We would play that all day long on any tee box. That one's going to be a little further left. That one turned over. Yeah, it turned over a little bit. I guess a little bit tougher to see because of the narrow narrow view on this driving range, but all right, step on another one again, see if we can get up into the 150s on the ball speed. Ooh, 149. $109. Can't get over that so far today. Do one more, see if we can get 110. Nope. And by no means am I babying those other drives. I'm swinging still like my regular swing on those other ones, probably 90-95%, and then those that I really swing at are like right at 100%, 110 if you will. So it's not like I'm babying the other drives at like 75%. It's just giving me that when I try to step on that one extra gear, which usually you don't do on course because obviously you don't want to put everything into the woods, but that's kind of that really step on one extra gear type swing. All right, we're at 46. That swing felt kind of weird, but it's pretty cool with this driver. I found I don't even have to feel like I'm smashing it, and it still goes pretty good. Like that was a weird feeling swing, not that great contact wise either. Only swung it at 104, but I still went 268, so that one felt a little quicker, but it was right. Hoping with the colder temperature, sometimes the electronics out here don't love it, but hoping that the microphone and all the cameras and everything stay on and stay recording for as long as I'm out here. Higher on the face on that one. It was straight though. Oh yeah, we're getting there now. We got a little bit of a some of that dimple pattern that I'm talking about. Again, it's going to be a little bit tough to see. I'm not even sure if I'm in frame right here, but right here where my thumb is, basically up and to the left of that number 2 here. Again, some of that whiter colors coming through, a little bit of almost an oxidation, kind of like the coating starting to get worn off. I feel like once it cracks, that'll probably be where it is. We may be getting there sooner than later here, folks. We're at 49. This thing could split by the time we get to 75. May only have another 5 or 10 swings left in it. Decent swing there, actually. Not the fastest, 105, 146, but 274, we would take that again. Pretty crazy if you guys have the ability to switch around not only the loft, which is the easiest thing, obviously on your most drivers now are adjustable, but if you have the ability, I really like TaylorMades in general, just their brand with all their clubs. My entire bag is pretty much TaylorMade. Not sure if I mentioned that in this video or the last one, but it's pretty nice if you stick with a certain brand. Say if you're a big Callaway fan and you have all the same tips from all like your hybrids, 3-woods, drivers, old drivers, etc. You can switch out the shafts, but pretty crazy what a couple different shaft changes can do to a consistency and performance of the same exact club. That was low on the heel. I'll grab some Gatorade again quick. Blow my nose so you guys don't have to keep hearing me sniffle as much. Alright, we're 36 minutes in. I probably talked for 5 or 10 minutes before, but camera's still going, the microphone's still going, screen recording's still going. We're at 51. There may have been a misread or two in there, or a no read, so it could be potentially maybe 1, 2, or 3 swings higher than that, but still, we're in that 50-ish range. Pretty bad swing there, off the bottom of the club face. Pop fly to right field. It's funny, I'm thinking pop fly, which that really wasn't even that bad. For whatever reason, maybe just the extra loft on the driver, or just the way they were made up. I remember for a while I was in like over the summer, I was in maybe like a 2-week stretch where I was literally skying the ball off like the crown of the club with that old driver. There was literally a few where it was so bad I was hitting it up and over the net with my driver, but for whatever reason with this one, maybe just the way the club's made up or the different shaft, I'm assuming probably just more so the 8-degree head than anything. My miss seems to be on this club low on the face versus that other one was high on the face. Something I gotta correct and get used to the more and more I swing this bad boy. Not a great swing on that one. I don't know why I keep saying that. Most of them aren't that great. Seems like 75% not very good swings, and then I get that occasional one that's good. It should be the other way around. Another bad one. Off the heel and low. Way left. Even lower. Still got a couple of those dimples that look funny, but nothing crazy yet. I'll likely, obviously I'm paying attention to this ball every single time. I feel like there was a few where it just cracked straight up, but I feel like there was probably a few where there was a little bit of a crack in it and I didn't quite catch it on the other ones that I broke in the past, and then I kept hitting it and then it really split. So I'll let you guys know once we get to that point, and then I'll probably hit just under 5 more once we hit that point, and then it'll probably just completely split. That's gonna be left, but at least we got it up in the air better. Consistency's going down the drain right now. Hitting them low on the face off the heel. Just kind of duck hooks left, low and left. Gotta start this one a little bit right. Swing up on it a tad more. A little bit better, still kind of the same shot there. It's like 10 in a row just off the heel. I think I'm closing the club face, releasing it a little too early or something. Still low, but at least that one was right. Broke the trend. All right. There are now two different areas of those funny looking dimples with the whitish oxidation color. It's the best way I can describe it, starting to come through. We got some over here. Hopefully I'm in camera or in frame. We got some there, and then same thing on this other side around the twos for whatever reason. A couple different portions now. We're at 62 swings. Yeah, we're getting close. Again, probably I could have used a close-up camera here, but right in here, I think that's probably where it's going to start to crack. It already is, but it almost looks like the borders of the dimples are starting to get worn, and you can start to see a little bit of cracking on those in-between patterns in the dimples. We're at 63. This could happen in the next 12 swings before we even get to 75. And that's with some very not so good swings in here. All right, step on one here. Can't get past that 109 number. 152 ball speed though. And I wonder, similar to what I was saying about the net heating up the ball and the cold weather maybe counteracting it, it seems like I didn't really crack that many. Obviously this newer driver is probably hotter off the face, so that probably has something to do with it, but I don't recall cracking them as often in the summertime when I was out here, when you guys were seeing me in shorts and t-shirts. So I would assume it's the cold weather, but I may have to redo this test come the springtime or summertime and see if it's gonna be tough, because obviously I'm hopefully gonna be swinging it better and quicker by that time, but see if we get similar results swing number wise until it cracks. At this point, I'm kind of waiting. That one sounded a little funky. I'm waiting for that sound that I've heard. But as long as it stays around anywhere around that 270 number, with the ball speed still being up, it hasn't cracked yet. So I'll know if I hear one that kind of sounded similar to that one with something that drops off by a good 20, 30, 40 yards. Oh, horrendous swing. That right there, folks, as you've seen, has been the miss. Still 257. That might be a little generous. Obviously, that probably only went 200 in the air, if that, and it probably rolled out for 60 yards. But that's been the miss with this club off the bottom. Way left, off the heel again. Grab some Gatorade quick again. It's holding up. We're at 68. I've been making some swing changes, been recording videos about that, so you guys will see those in the future, but I think that's part of before. I'm kind of going back to my old habits on this one, just for driver swings. The driver, in my opinion, has been the toughest to change, but based on my old swing, the way I was swinging it over the summer, there's no way I could stand out here and hit 68 shots in a row feeling the way that my back's currently feeling. So I feel like the changes that I've made, again, more to come on that, is a lot better on my body wear and tear wise. A little high on the face on that one, but pretty straight. Not as fast. I would say there's probably close to 10 dimples at this point that are starting to look pretty funky. I would say there's probably about 3 of them where, obviously, if each dimple, what are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're 5-sided dimples pretty much. There's a few of them where on 2 or 3 of the sides, some of them, this one even looks like 4 of the sides, the dimple's starting to look pretty worn down and sorry. So pretty bad swing there. Who knows? I thought this was a good idea by Punch Greens Golf. Maybe you guys think this is the dumbest video idea ever and you could care less, but something different, spice up the channel a little bit. Plus, if anyone was curious about the new driver, you get a better look after 72 shots with it. Alright, let's get one at that 109 number again. .107, 150 though, better contact. Do that again. This time I'm going to try to get 290 on the distance. .281. That was a low launch on that one. Come on, 290. Nope. That's probably 260. my opinion, pretty fair test though. You have to let me know in the comments if you think those horrendous low strikes on the bottom of the driver is better or worse for the longevity of the ball. I'm kind of torn, I don't know. You would think middle of the face, really good strike with super high ball speeds and the most amount of compression would have the most wear and tear on the ball, but maybe those off-center strikes that are real low with maybe the harder part of the driver maybe is more harsh on the ball. I don't know. That was a little bit quicker, but it was way right. All right. Gotta go a little slower on these next couple. Work my way up back to some higher swings or faster swings. As I trip over a brick. All right, we're at 77. Kind of what I've been seeing with this driver though. I know I mentioned it, but that was basically a miss hit and still went 262. Twist face technology, I suppose. Twist face isn't going to do a whole lot for that one. Still trying to get used because this is again a 3-wood shaft, just a tad shorter. Sometimes I get in the habit of standing too far away from the ball. I got to get just that half a step closer, make better contact. That fatigue's starting to creep in again. A little bit better swing there. Not super fast, but better contact, so goes to show contact and ball speed is paramount. I think it was TXG, I believe, Tour Experience Golf, I think. Super good channel. Ian and Matt and all those guys, they do all the fittings, but one thing that they said, which I really like, is the club speed is the potential to hit it far, but actual distance comes from ball speed and contact. So it doesn't matter if you're swinging at 120, if you're barely making contact with it, someone that swings it at 100 will hit it further. Get some Gatorade. I guess it all comes down to perspective and opinion, but let me know, do you think, from what we've hit so far, 82 shots, pretty rapid fire, does that show that this ball has actually really good quality? Or if we end up cracking it under 100, do you think that's on the lower end of longevity wise? Personally, I think this is relatively impressive that the ball can withstand this many driver swings. just in a row. Oh, club face was wide open on that. A little bit quicker on that one, but off the heel again. Or maybe not, maybe that was just the same swing speed. All right, see if we can get back to 109. .107. Oh, uh-oh. I guess you guys can be the judge. So, we are at 85 on the dot. And we have, I think this thing only has less than 5 swings left. Right here, that, I would consider that a crack. Obviously, you wouldn't play that if you were on course, or obviously any of the pros probably wouldn't be using this ball anyways, but hopefully that's picking up. I'll try to get real close here. Just over the C, there's a line there across, what is it, 1, 2, 3 to 4 dimples. There's definitely a crack there, so depending on your definition of ball cracking, I'm gonna hit this until it completely splits, which may be the next one, but 85 potentially could be the number. I think this will only last a couple more swings, so it's gonna be right around that number anyways, but let's see if we get that drop off in distance and ball speed, which I've seen before. Still there. Crack's still there. Looks the same. Still there. Again, I'm not lining it up any particular way, I'm just putting it down. Just trying to keep an eye on that spot. Obviously, if I hit that same spot a couple times in a row, it would probably just split, but I mean, for a partially cracked ball, that's not too bad right there. 276, 147. Oh, horrendous swing. Spot still looks the same. Depending on where I'm hitting these, I may even crack in a different spot before that one actually gives in. It's gonna be funny if it's right at 100 swings. Uh-oh. Could that be it? Yep. All right. That's what I was talking about. So 233, everything dropped way down, swung it around the same, swung it at 105, but 233 total, 134 on the ball speed. And ladies and gentlemen, we have split the ball. So at 90 swings, right around there, plus or minus a couple, but this actually isn't, well, I mean, it's definitely cracked, but there's been a couple that have split even more so, but here we go. I'm gonna get behind the camera and make sure this thing is, you guys can see it good, but you see that crack? lighting's not doing me any favors. There we go, that's a little bit clearer. So basically from there, right here is where it starts, and then if you follow that all the way to about here, split a good quarter of the ball. So there's the answer. 90 swings, plus or minus a few. Just for the sake of it, I'll hit one or two more. Maybe that crack will really get bad, but pretty crazy from what I've seen. Kind of similar results on the when the ball finally goes in. 233, so that was a drop off of about probably 40 yards, and then the ball speed on that one dropped off probably a good 10 miles an hour. Hopefully this doesn't mess up my driver, but we'll hit one more. So I guess it depends how you look at it, 85 or 90, less than 5 swings. Once we get that first crack into this, the full one, this thing might completely crack. I can't say I've ever hit one once I've done this. Yeah, ball speed jumped up somehow. All right, some of the white, whatever's inside the ball, is starting to come out now. That's starting to poke through. Let's see if I can get this again. You see that white coming through. It's right here where my thumb is. There's like a white thing starting to poke through the ball. Sorry about my camera skills here. Right there, you can kind of see it coming through, that white thing, whatever the inside of that ball is. Honestly, kind of surprised after that first one when it cracked completely. Somehow we got 250 out of that with 140 ball speed. Pretty horrendous strike. Oh, all right. We are, just for the sake of you guys will be able to see this for sure. For the sake of me not destroying my new driver, that's where we're gonna end it, and I'll give you a couple more looks here. So again, I know camera-wise this probably isn't great, but I'm gonna try to rotate it the best that I can, and then get behind the camera again to show you. But basically, it got cracked from here where this finger is, from here all the way to over here. So like 3/4 of the ball, that crack all the way went through now. Obviously if I hit it a few more times, it would probably just split in half, but as you can see here, that ball is seen better days. There's a better angle there. Just, you can see inside the ball now with the white coming through. Pretty crazy. Obviously not the fairest test, because you would never hit 90 driver swings in a row with the same ball before losing it, but few people that have simulators, you know, maybe you want to know durability wise and compressions wise for the balls, it's a good representation maybe of what you should or shouldn't use. But pretty fun test. I'm honestly, my back still feels pretty good. I'm not going to hit this anymore, but that's what I have for the definitive answer. We ended up at 92 before it really split. Obviously it was unplayable before that. It was probably pretty close to unplayable at 85. Once we hit that 90, it completely split, and now just 2 swings after that 92, this ball is almost completely split in half. But pretty fun video. Again, shout out to Punch Greens, I think the 3rd time now for the video idea. I really like that. 229 on that one, 129 ball speed. If you guys like this, let me know. Maybe I'll do a little series of little HRG BA Bowden, put a graphic together of a stamp of approval over my logo. So we did HRG approved golf balls and equipment. Maybe if you guys are curious, let me know in the comments of what ball you play. Maybe I'll go pick some balls up at the store, see if I can get like a variety pack of balls, and maybe I'll do a testing for all the balls, and longevity wise and quality wise, maybe which manufacturers and which balls for certain manufacturers withstand my pummeling of driver. But looking forward, this was fun. Looking forward to do it again, possibly with warmer weather and when my swing speed and driver consistency is even better. I would assume instead of 85 or 90, that might drop down closer to anywhere from 50 to 75. But for any of you guys that had the guesses in the comments, shout out to you if you guys were correct. depending on how you looked at it, the number was either 85 or 90, or I guess 92 if it completely gave in here. So if you were in that ballpark, shout out to you. Honestly, I wasn't too sure. I thought maybe around 100, but it could have easily been 200 or 300 swings here with the driver, and obviously they would last way longer if I was hitting an iron instead of this with the lower ball speed and the less aggressive compression of it every single time. But pretty fun little video. So let me know if you have any of these harebrained ideas that you'd like to see me do. Maybe clubs or different equipment, maybe tees, I don't really know. I've tried out some different nets here on Amazon, put the ball through a couple different nets. Finally found a couple that I really liked. I have one of these that's up top, and I put another one over the middle, and this thing lasts really well. I've been using this out here for probably 3 months at this point, and no signs of any of the balls starting to go through or any of the nets starting to fray. So let me know, maybe something like that, a net test I could do, or again, just the balls. Pretty fun doing it that way. But that's what I have. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe share the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.